and welcome to my channel. My name is Sarah Rachel and I normally vlog about Disney, but we're doing something just a little bit different today. So, as you can see, I'm not in Disney. I am in fact in my bathroom, and that's because today I am going to be attempting to color my hair. So a thing about me, I have naturally like medium brown hair with gold and red undertones. So several years ago, I started dyeing my hair this auburn color that you see now, and I absolutely love it. I think it's a great hair color. I think it suits me really, really well. Cannot complain. What I can complain about is my hair grows so fast that going in for root touch-ups every 4 weeks is starting to get on my nerves, if I'm being really honest. Because it takes a while and it's just, I don't like leaving my house unless to go to Disney. So I have what I like to call I can do that gene, and I have decided that we're gonna give this a shot. Now, I wanna point out, obviously I'm not a professional hairstylist. I have done a ton of research. I have, throughout the years of having hairstylists, asked them lots of questions. I've watched them mix. I have watched people like Annabelle Hooper on TikTok and YouTube for years. She was actually the one I got my original red hair color formula from. So I really feel like I can do this. Maybe. I am going to use permanent color because that is what's currently on my hair. So I'm going to use the exact same but the exact same color that my stylist used on my hair, which is the Agora Royale collection. I don't even know if you were able to see that, but that's what it is. And I'm going to be using a mixture of, if I can get them, of 4 different colors, maybe. I say maybe because, so 3 of these are my colors. So I have 5-7, 5-6, and 5-8-8. So 5-8-8 is very red, so only use a little bit of that. 5-6 is like a deep chocolate brown, and 5-7 is a copper brown. I am trying to achieve like pretty similar to what I have now, but like kind of like I think I want a little more chocolatey, like a little rich mahogany. We are about to enter fall. I feel like that'll look really good. And then I think just a touch of the 5-8-8, the super red one, just a touch. I say maybe 4 because, and this is where like, you can research all you want, but unless you go to cosmetology school. So I bought the 6.0 as a neutral because I am worried about hot roots. That being said, my stylist does not mix 2 formulas for my roots and my mids to ends. I've seen a lot of mixed things about this all over TikTok, all over YouTube. Some people do 2. Some people do all the same. When my stylist does it, he just pulls everything through. But I am doing something slightly different today. So what I have to decide is if I'm going to do a separate formula for my roots and then mix a whole new batch for my mids to ends. But another fun little, to make this difficult for myself. So this is Developer. You have to use this when you're using permanent hair color. Otherwise, the hair color won't work. In the first half of my research, I was told 20 volume all the way, 20 volumes universe, blah, blah, blah. I am now concerned about using 20 volume because then I read a lot more articles of people saying, no, 20 volume is too much, it's too much, it's too much. And quite frankly, I'm not really trying to lift my hair. I like the color, like I like the darkness level of my hair. I really don't want it to be lighter. So I think I'd rather just deposit color. In order to deposit color, I need 10 volume. And again, I'm saying all of this as someone who's just regurgitating information they learned from real stylists. So I might be saying, all right, Sarah, well then why are you all ready to dye your hair if you don't have the right developer? That's an excellent question. I'm going to dilute this into 10 volume using bottled water. This is a real thing. I actually watched like, it's like a YouTube, he's like a chemist, cosmetician, whatever. And he gave a lot of really interesting stuff. You have to use bottled water. It has to be filtered bottled water. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sit for a minute and think about my decisions and think about if I'm going to do a separate formula for my roots, Okay, I'm back. I'm back with the executive decision that I'm not going to do 2 different formulas, mostly because I really think simplest is best. So if I just do the color, I dilute this to 10. It's basically, from what I've read, toning my hair with permanent dye, so it's going to last longer. I think if I try to do 2 separate formulas, if I try to do too much, I have more of a likelihood of messing this up. But if for some reason I do get hot roots, what I'm going to do is create a toner with the 6-0 and the 10 volume, and I can always retone my roots. No harm, no foul. Because that is something I've also seen people do. So with that being said, let's do this. So another very important thing is a scale. So luckily I make a lot of sourdough bread and I happen to have a kitchen scale. I'm going to have to do a couple different mixes here, and because I'm diluting the developer, you don't just like put the color in here, dump the developer and the water in. So I'm going to mix, once I know how much dye I'm going to use, which quite frankly, I'm not sure. I think I need 160 milliliters of dye total for my head of hair. And it's a 1-to-1 ratio. So that means I need 80 color and then 80 of developer, which doesn't seem right. So I think I'm going to consult my my calculations notes very quickly. And once again, we'll be right back to mix. I am back once again, and I have figured this out. So I need 170 grams of total color for my hair, based on watching a YouTube video of someone with similar length to me. So I need 85 grams of color and 85 grams of developer. So this is where it gets fun, because I know that I want to do mostly half and half with the 5-6 and the 5-7. If I did 35 and 70 and then 15 of this seems like a lot. I think I only want to do 10 of this. Let's just start. This is the 588, the red. Let's start with the brown, the chocolate brown. So I don't know about you guys. I love the smell of professional hair dye. So I'm gonna start squeezing this in so I can kind of like see how fast the numbers go up on the scale, which will give me an idea of, again, just based on the amount of videos I've watched. Oh, exactly 30. I'm actually really proud of that. I'm not gonna lie. That looks good. Yeah. Smells right. Looks good. Okay. Now we're going to go in with the 5-7. We're going to do 30 of this guy. And this is a fun orange color. I will show you the situation I've got in here once I have all the color in. There we go. I need one of those things that you put at the end of toothpaste to like really like crank so you're getting, so like it flattens it. I guess I can use the edge of my sink. Cool. All right, so that's that. And then my goal here is that I can get root touch-ups out of these. Because like this whole thing isn't necessarily about saving money. It's more about just the convenience of being able to touch up my roots at home. But if this works, I have to say saving money is kind of nice as well. Okay, so we're at 61 grams in the bowl. This is what she looks like. And now we're going to add in the 588 and do, oh, no, I'm an idiot. My math is wrong and I'm stupid. I still have to get 25 in here. This is so embarrassing. I literally have a calculator in front of me. Okay, so if I'm at 60 grams, I have to do 25 to even this out. I really don't think I want to do 25 of this. That's a lot. Let me put in 15 and see what that looks like. We'll put it in the corner. That looks... because I don't know how red this is gonna make it. All right, we'll do 15. Screw it, whatever, it's fine. I'm confident. I'm a confident woman. Confident in my skills. 75 on the dot. Fabulous. Oh, okay. So now, because I'm dumb and bad at math, we have to go back in with these. We're gonna do 5 more of each of these. All right. Here's what she looks like. So you've got the 588 is like the pinkish, the 57 is the copper, and the 56 is the white. So we'll set her aside. And now it's time for the developer. So we need 85 of the developer, which means we need 42.5 grams of water and 42.5 grams of developer. Let's do the developer first. 42.5 and go. Okay. Now, the water. Okay. I feel like a mad scientist. This is quite fun. Okay. Scale is done. She's done her job. Here is where we're at with this mixture. I'm going to mix this up with my little, I got just like a kit off of Amazon, as one does. So I'm just giving her a good mix. So when you do it this way, because this is a cream developer and cream color, when you do it this way, it is going to make my color a lot runnier, which is fun for me, having never done this before. So yeah, it's the same. It's just going to be a little runnier, and I'm just going to have to be like Tim Gunn and make it work. Okay, so that's that. Now we do a little mixy in the bowl. If you had said to me, like, I don't even know, even like a month, 2 months ago, hey, Sarah, in August, at the end of August, you are going to decide that you want to color your own hair at home, and you're going to be endlessly researching color formulas and filming it for YouTube instead of going to a salon like a normal person, I would have said, no, don't be silly. I would never do that. But alas, here we are. I'm not going to lie to you. This looks kind of chunky. Looks like queso. It smells like professional hair dye, let me tell you. You know what? I'm going to turn the fan on in here. I feel like it's not smoothing out. You really got to put your elbow into this. Oh no. I put in too much elbow. All right, the next bit is applying it, obviously. So there's a lot of discourse about this. Brad Mondo says do mids to ends. Look, Annabelle usually puts it on her roots first. My stylist puts it on my roots first. So that's what we're gonna do for me. I have decided to just do what he does. Before I forget, I'm gonna put these gloves on. We're gonna do roots. I'm obviously not going to film that entire process, but I'll show you me starting, and then I'm gonna turn my show back on, which is currently The Closer, which is a great crime show if you've never watched it. Oh, also, I just want to add that I am also going to be cutting my bangs. So once the color is on and processed and washed out, I have also made the decision that I'm going to touch up my bangs because they're driving me insane and I just can't do it anymore. So there you go. Lots is happening. I've put it on. So there's no coming back now, guys, and I'll check back in when there's more dye on my hair. Okay, here we are. I don't know, guys. Applying it was actually significantly harder than I thought it was going to be, but my head feels pretty well saturated. So we're gonna set a timer for 30 minutes. We're gonna set a timer for 30 minutes and see how that goes. Like I said earlier, using the 10 volume, I'm not really trying to achieve lift here. So I'm not really sure what to check for to see if it's ready to go, but I do know that I have a couple emails that I have to answer. So we're gonna use that 30 minutes to kind of clean up our workstation. I am pretty proud that we used almost the exact amount of dye, that we made almost the exact amount of dye that we needed, so that's fun. So I'm gonna clean everything up. I'm gonna come back in 30 minutes. I don't think I'm gonna look that much different, and then we're gonna wash it out, cut my bangs, and style and pray. Hello, it's me again. So it has been on for 30 minutes. I have made the executive decision to leave it on for 5 more. In most of my research, 40 minutes seems to be the most, because also like at a certain point, it just maxes out. Like at a certain point, it's not gonna do anything more. So I'm gonna leave it on for 5 more minutes. I'm at 3.5 minutes left. Once that's done, we're gonna go in the shower and just pray. Honestly, I think it looks okay. I am a little concerned that I'm seeing hot root, but I can't tell if I actually am seeing it or if I'm paranoid. Probably a little bit of both. I just really, really hope that my calculations, like that this doesn't look like a maniac. Like I'm concerned it's gonna look so red, but I'm really hoping all the brown I put in evens it out. I mean, at a certain point, what's done is done. And I'm gonna get in the shower in exactly 2 minutes. And we're back. It's been like an hour since I got out of the shower. I pretty much immediately put my hair up in this turban because I had some stuff to do around the house, and I was really nervous to look at my hair. To be fair, it is wet, so I mean, there's only like so much we're gonna be able to tell. In my humble opinion, it doesn't look that different. Like I can see that there's color at my roots where there once was none. So, you know, that is great. I need to rewatch my bangs tutorial. I do have shears so I can like actually do a good cut, but I'm going to show you some of the products I'm going to use in my hair. So I don't film in the shower because I'm not that dedicated, but I use Dr. Groot's shampoo and then scalp treatment. And then I use the Nexus High Volume Conditioner. I'm also going to use the Nexus High Volume Mousse on my hair. I've been doing a lot of hair care research and I want like a really voluminous blowout. That's the look that I've been going for lately. And everyone, well, not everyone, a lot of people recommended the Aveda thickening foam. I did not want to use that, mostly because it was like $40. This was like $12. And you'll see from the rest of my hair care, like I pick and choose like where to put money for hair care. So this was a lot cheaper and it also got really great reviews. So I'm excited. I haven't used it yet. So I'm really excited to give that a try. And then I also have the Kerastase. This is their Genesis line leave-in heat protectant. Took me a second there to figure that out. And then I'm also going to put in the Genesis line scalp treatment, and we'll probably finish off everything with the Kerastase Premier oil. This is for damaged hair. I don't think I really have damaged hair, but I wanted to try this instead of the elixir oil that everyone else uses because I saw some really good reviews for it and I think it's kind of a slept on product. So I figured, why not give it a try? But before we can get into my blow dry routine, which in and of itself is its own thing, I am going to look at that tutorial and I will film myself hopefully cutting my bangs and not butchering them. We're taking a lot of risks today. I figured we'd just go all in. All right, obviously it's bang time. So what I've done is I sectioned a little triangle here. And so what we're gonna do is, well, we're gonna get the shears out. So step one, I look like a maniac. Okay, so I have a little comb. So step one, we are going to just kind of cut off these little stragglers. All right, so that's that. I kind of want to make these little. I'm really just kind of doing what feels right here, you guys. They're definitely shorter on the right side. So we're just gonna, now, because I want them shorter in the middle, we're gonna take this center section centered between my eyebrows and we're gonna cut. So it says like to do it an inch or two longer. If your hair is wet, which mine is obviously, to do it like an inch or two longer than you actually want it. So I want them to hit like right there. So what do we think? Like cut to the tip of the nose and then I can always go shorter when I dry, but I think that's gonna look really good. So let me clean that up. All right, so that's that. And then obviously that looks bad. We're gonna go in and like, I guess use this as a guide and just kind of cut. Oh my gosh, that looks terrible. So blending is clearly not my strong suit. Okay, fine. I mean, it doesn't look terrible, I have to say. All right. Well, how does this somehow look better? That's very clearly not even. All right, I'm gonna mess with this a bit. I'll be back. All right, this is just what it's gonna look like for now. So that's gonna be the bang trim. Hooray that it's gonna look good. I don't follow the directions on the Kerastase website. So you're supposed to use like 4 of these ampules. Yeah, I'm not doing that. I put it like in these corners, which is obviously where there's a lot of tension in my hair. I put it down the middle of my scalp and then I put it in the like way back of my scalp because that is where I noticed the most thinning. And so then and it's very watery. I was not prepared for how watery it is. So you really gotta work fast. You gotta get it in there, not have it drip down your face and into your eyes like me. And then rub it in, really activate your scalp. All right, that's in there. About as good as it's gonna get. Next, I just wanna give my another little zhuzh. Next is the mousse. Supposedly, this stuff is really, it doesn't leave like a cast or really a lot of crunchiness. It's known for being very soft and touchable. So we're gonna see how that, if it is. Mousse is in. It is now time to blow dry, my friends. So I feel like this defeats the purpose of the heat protectant, but I'm gonna do a rough blow dry just to get some of the moisture out. And then I'm gonna section my hair, this is my normal routine. I'm gonna section my hair and put the heat protectant in that way. So like when I'm really going to town with my hot tools, which is the Dyson Airwrap in this case, that it's getting the protection then. But I really like doing heat protectant sectioned off, so I'm not gonna do it right now. The mousse feels weird in my hair. I don't know if I like this, but that's why we often try the cheap products first, because that way if we hate them, it's not a big deal. So let me get out. I do have the new Dyson Kawanda 2X. I originally had the original Dyson Airwrap, and so I upgraded. Best money I have spent in years. I adore this thing so much, and I'll show you, not my full blog, but kind of show you me using it, and then obviously you'll see the results after. All right, the quick update, because I want to finish styling my hair so I can get to my parents' house. But you guys, no hot root, and I actually think the color looks so good. I definitely could have taken more red in the formula. That said, I'm going to reserve judgment until I go through probably 2 more washes, because more color is going to come out for sure on the second wash, maybe the next one, and then I think it kind of reveals the final color, because it's a bit dark. I am now running very late. Not very late, because I don't really have time. It's supposed to be there, but I'm running late. This is my hair freshly air wrapped with the Kawanda 2X, the skinny barrel, this guy. I blew it out with, because I think I cut my last clip off, but I blew it out with this guy. And then I set my bangs. I use the Living Proof texture spray and the Tresemme extra hold hairspray, and I'm just letting it cool down before I brush it out with the boar bristle Berber brush. And then I'm gonna go in with the oil. I'm not gonna use the night oil tonight because it's already like 8 o'clock, so it just seems not needed. I am gonna use the overnight blowout, and I sleep in a silk bonnet. So I might actually show you again then in the morning what it looks like, even though this is a color my hair with me vlog at this point. Might as well see how I do my hair, because that's what this channel is now, I guess. Anyway, I'm gonna stop talking, I'm gonna pack, and I'll be back. And voila, here is the full blowout with the bangs, the hair. I love it, I love the color. I'm so happy I took the risk and did this. I sound crazy because I am now very, very late with my own schedule, so I'm gonna leave, but I'm gonna update. I was gonna post this right away. I am gonna wait till after I shower again, wash out, and like do a little update, and then I will edit and post, but thank you for coming along with me. Okay, I'm back. It has been a week and a couple days, yes, since I made that video, which is crazy to me because it really feels like it was like a month ago, but I did, like I said, I want to come back after I washed out my hair a couple times, because if you color your hair, especially if you color your hair with red, you know that the color you walk out of the salon with is not necessarily the color that is going to be what your hair looks like for the remainder of your time with that color before you go back to the salon. That sentence was going to end a lot more eloquently in my mind, but I digress. So this is 2 washes later. This is also, I want to say, second day hair. Yeah, so today is Monday. I last washed my hair on Saturday morning, did a full wash and blowout, exact same routine as you just saw me do post styling or post dyeing. And what I do, so like I didn't do anything to my hair this morning. My bangs are giving like a little too Farrah Fawcett blowout for me, but that's just because like I didn't really do anything with them, and like, I don't know, I kind of like them like that, but whatever. Let's put them back. Okay, so I wear the original overnight styler. It's like the overnight blowout. It's a 3-rod system. You're supposed to wear it like one here, one here, one here, like a mohawk. I can't sleep like that, so I wear it one here, one here, one here. If that's something you want to see, leave a comment. I'm happy to make a video about like my nighttime hair care routine, what have you. But I put a nighttime serum in my hair, and then I go to bed like that. I take it out, brush out a little bit. I usually give it a hit of hairspray just because I have quite thick hair and it's nice to like lock in the style a little bit. And then today I actually put a little bit of that Kerastase damage repair oil on the ends because it's just feeling a little bit dry. But that's it. But yeah, this is day, would it be day 3 or day 2? It's day 3 here because it's the 3rd day I'm at this point rambling. Anyway, this is the colors. You can kind of see the roots. You can see the sides. It's honestly pretty similar. Like, I think on camera, it looks exactly the same as when I dyed it. In person, I think it lightened up like a little bit in here, and my ends look a little bit dark, but not like a line, almost like an ombre effect. And you know what? I am fine with that. I think it looks really cool in person. I also have to say, and like, I'm not one of those people like, everybody loves a compliment. Who doesn't like getting a compliment? I certainly love getting a compliment. But yesterday I got one of the best compliments I have ever gotten in regards to my hair. We were walking our dog Appa, and normally people stop to give Appa compliments because he has a gorgeous dog. But the group that stopped and was petting him, one of the guys turned to me and said, "Your hair color is absolutely stunning." I said, "Thank you." And he asked like where I had it done. And I said, I did it myself. And we got to talking, and he said he liked the bangs. So I've gotten some compliments on my hair since I dyed it, but like that one, especially coming from, he was actually a professional stylist. Chef's kiss. Perfect way to end this video. Thank you so much for watching with me. By no means am I an expert. So I would say if you have questions, let me know. If you have specific questions as to how I did my hair, or like if you have similar hair to me or anything like that, or you have questions about my hair care routine, because I do feel very, very strongly about my hair care routine. I've been doing it for a month now, and I've noticed a massive difference in my hair. Feel free to leave a comment. If you have specific questions about dyeing your hair in general and you want to do a different color, you want to do I'm not your girl. Find a hairstylist and ask them. But thank you so much for watching. Please tune in for the next video, and I'll see you soon.